ACRSradio.com.
You know it's getting dark, don't walk alone through the park. Never know just who'll be hanging around. Not the kind that takes advice, well a walk is always nice. Just don't expect no turning back. You won't even hear a sound, but your heart will begin to pound. 'Cause in the corner of your eye, a shadow sweeping by. You push your senses to the limit. All efforts are in vain, can't escape the pain. It's the end of the world as you know it. You don't even hear a sound, but your heart's beginning to pound. When there's evil in the air and you know it's always there, run like hell, I am evil. Seem to drop your keys, searching on your knees. Your careless ways are bringing you down. I'm the stalker of the night, the reason of your fright. I'm the Coffinshakers chasing you through town. And you don't even hear a sound, but your heart stops to pound. 'Cause when there's evil in the air and you know it's always there, run like hell, I am evil. Yeah.
Cyrus Jones from 1810 to 1913 made his great-grandchildren believe you could live to 103. 103 is forever when you're just a little kid. So Cyrus Jones live forever. Gravedigger, when you dig my grave, would you make it shallow so I can feel the rain? Gravedigger. Mural Stonewall, 1903 to 1954. She lost both of her babies in the Second Great War. Now you should never have to watch your only children lowered in the ground. I mean, you should never have to bury your own babies. Gravedigger, when you dig my grave, could you make it shallow so that I can feel the rain? Gravedigger. Around the roses, pocket full of posies, ashes to ashes. We all fall down. Gravedigger, when you dig my grave, can you make it shallow so that I can feel the rain? Gravedigger. Little Mikey Carson, 67 to 75. He rode his bike like the devil until the day he died. And when he grows up, he wants to be Mr. Vertigo on the flying trapeze. Oh, 1940 to 1992. Gravedigger, when you dig my grave, could you make it shallow so that I can feel the rain? Gravedigger, when you dig my grave, would you make it shallow so that I can feel the rain? Gravedigger, when you dig my grave, could you make it shallow so that I can feel the rain? Gravedigger. Gravedigger.
It was raining down KCRSradio.com.
When you're gone, it won't be long. I'll be there to put the nail in your coffin. Stars in the sky, ashes in your eyes. Every man must face the day he died. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. Ain't no chance I put my shovel to the ground and I dig 6 feet down the way you lay. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. You done me wrong, I'm gonna make it right. And step into the night. When you're gone, it won't be long. Look the undertaker in the eye, tell him what you have done. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. Ain't no chance you'll be saved. You put my shovel to the ground and I dig 6 feet down the way you lay. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. Ain't no chance you'll be saved. I put my shovel to the ground and I dig 6 feet down the way you lay. I'm gonna dance upon your grave. I'm gonna dance upon your grave.
Frankenstein was the first in line and the Wolfman came up next. Dracula was a-doing his stuff, breathing down my neck. Jump back, make tracks, here comes the hunchback, better get out of his way. Fee, fee, fi, fi, full, full fum, it was a monster's holiday. Well, I hopped into bed and I covered up my head, said I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. I got woke up about 12 o'clock and I jumped right to my feet. There was gremlins and goblins, dragons and zombies. Lordy, what an awful sight. I said, good buddy, you may get me, but brother, let me tell you that it's gonna be after the fight. Frankenstein was the first in line and the Wolfman came up next. Dracula was a-doing his stuff, breathing down my neck. Jump back, make tracks, here comes the hunchback, better get out of his way. Fee, fee, fi, fi, full, full fum, it was a monster's holiday. Uncle Bill, well, he took ill and they sent for me to come. Well, I had to pass by the old graveyard, so I went on the run. There was screaming and moaning, wailing and groaning, scary as a mummy's curse. I I said, good buddy, you may get me, but brother, let me tell you that you're gonna have to catch me first. Frankenstein was the first in line, and the Wolfman came up next. Dracula was a-doing his stuff, breathing down my neck. Jump back, make tracks, here comes the hunchback, better get out of his way. Fee, fee, fi, fi, fo, fo, fum, it was a monster's holiday. Fee, fee, fi, fi, fo, fo, fum, it was a monster's holiday.
Gotcha. ACRSradio.com.
Well, I'm gonna make you love me. I'm gonna make you wish that you never been born, and you wish you never met me. I could be the joker that you couldn't shake off, and I'm gonna make you need me. I'm gonna be the drink that you couldn't put down. I swear it won't be easy, 'cause when you got the Halloween blues, there's never a letdown. Well, I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna buy you everything you ever did want, and it's bound to ruin your honey. But you shouldn't steal what you never could harm, and I'm gonna be the fastest. I'm gonna be so quick that you're never quite sure if you're tough enough to last this. 'Cause when you got the Halloween blues, there's a guaranteed cure. Let 'em all, let 'em all, let 'em all, let 'em all, let 'em all shiver and let them all shake. Get 'em all, get 'em all, get 'em all, get 'em. Get them hysterical, keep 'em awake. Well, I'm gonna be imperious. I'm gonna be the next Harry Belafonte. You might as well be serious. If you got the answers, you might as well say there'll be no one who can thrill me. There's no soul life's gonna have on my brains, but they'll try their best to kill me. 'Cause when you got the Halloween blues, it's best to complain. Let 'em all, let 'em all, let 'em all, let 'em all, let 'em all shiver and let them all shake. Get 'em all, get 'em all, get 'em all, get 'em. Get them hysterical, keep 'em awake. Under the October with the steamboats, ancient goblins and wallows come at the grand light making a sound. The smell of death is all around. And at night when the cold wind blows, no one cares, nobody knows. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again.
addicted to the sacred place. This ain't a dream, I can't escape. Molars and fangs, the clicking of bones. Spirits moaning among the tombstones. And at night when the moon is bright, someone cries something ain't right. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. The moon is full, the air is still. All of a sudden I feel a chill. Victor is grinning, flesh is riding away. Skeleton dance, I curse these days. And at night when the wolves cry out, listen close and you can hear me shout. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to live my life again. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to live my life again. Oh no, no, no.
Well, my heart's been torn apart since 74. 'Cause I'd never met nobody like her before. I wish she drove right past the station so I wouldn't be here thinking, what if we had supper all alone? 'Cause if I had one last meal, a table for two, that would be ideal. 'Cause if I had one last meal, it'd be you. Dinner or brunch, breakfast or lunch, a midnight snack, gonna get me one. 'Cause if I had one last meal, baby, it'd be you. Grandpa grabbed the hammer, I knew my life'd be left in shambles. I really need to learn how to speak my mind. When I chased her down that dirt road, she was crying as her hair flowed. Left me spinning around at sundown on my own. 'Cause if I had one last meal, I'd pinch my skin just to know it's real. 'Cause if I had one last meal, it'd be you. Dinner or brunch, breakfast or lunch, a midnight snack, gonna get me one. 'Cause if I had one last meal, baby, it'd be if I had one last meal, I'd pinch my skin just to know it's real. 'Cause if I had one last meal, it'd be you. 'Cause if I had one last meal, a table for two, that would be ideal. 'Cause if I had one last meal, baby, it'd be you.
Blood-filled coffins dug up from the ground. Panic spreads from the horrendous signs of life. Call on the doctor, run and get the priest. Come all bear witness to the devil's hellish deeds. The ground starts trembling from the footsteps of the mob. Set off for the graveyard to save their poor souls. Prepare a pyre from anything that'll burn. Stack the coffins high and set fire to it all. They hear the twisted screams right through the night. Haunting faces appear in the shimmering morning light as they're struck by the reverends of doom. As the smoke starts rising to the sky, powers of darkness assemble round their feet. A sinister silence spread through the mob. Dissolution put their actions to a halt. They hear the twisted screams right through the night. Haunting faces appear in the shimmering morning light as they're struck by the reverends of doom. The twisted screams right through the night. Haunting faces appear in the shimmering morning light as they're struck by the reverends of doom.
Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
ACRSradio.com.
Mr.
Well, about a mile out of town, they found her old man dead in another woman's bed, and old Mary's whole world came crashing down. She bit the finger off her hand that wore the shiny wedding band and sat there in the cold to wait to die. And who could say what sparkled more, the diamonds on the rings she wore, the shimmer of the frozen tears she cried? Then through the mist, oh Mr. Skeleton, I guess you're coming after me. I won't be missed, oh Mr. Skeleton, so I will freely go with thee. Now Willie saved him hard, but he blew it all on Ryan cards. He lost his shirt and one leg of his pants. He used to have more class. He had a horseshoe up his ass. He was a master of games of skill and chance. But that night was rough when old Red called his bluff, and Willie was only holding pocket eights. You could see old Willie frown when 5th Street came round, cause he knew old Red had finally made it straight. Then through the mist, oh Mr. Skeleton, I guess you're coming after me. I won't be missed, oh Mr. Skeleton, so I will freely go with thee. I'm lousy at romance, and heck, pretty much everything else it seems. But when I close my eyes, the curtain starts to rise, and Mr. Skeleton comes dancing to my dreams. But when I wake at dawn, the dream lingers on, and vainly for better days I pray. But I've given up on cards, and love is just as hard, and I wonder when I lost the will to play. Hit through the mist, oh Mr. Skeleton, I guess you're coming after me. I won't be missed, oh Mr. Skeleton, so I will freely go with thee. Hit through the mist, oh Mr. Skeleton, I guess you're coming after me. I won't be missed, oh Mr. Skeleton, so I will freely go with thee.
ACRSradio.com.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged skies and up a cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-i-oh, Ghost riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear their cry. riders floated on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways. They are with us, you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-i-oh, ghost riders in the sky, ghost riders in the sky, ghost riders in the sky.
Shoulder, bad angel, let me be. I'm standing at the crossroads of temptation and salvation street. I woke up bound and determined that I would not light it up today, but one drag would stop my shaking. Right now I could go either way. Bad angel, get off of my shoulder now. Bad angel, let me be. I'm standing temptation and salvation street.
Well, the cap is on the bottle, and the bottle is on the shelf. Should I take it or leave it? Honey, how am I gonna help myself?
Bad angel, get off of my shoulder.
Get off of my shoulder.
Bad angel, let me be.
Oh, let me be.
I'm standing at the crossroads of temptation and salvation street. That's right.
Should not gamble, 'cause I can't afford to lose. She'd hang me from the rafters with the laces in my old working shoes.
Bad angel, get off of my shoulder now.
Get off of my shoulder.
Bad angel, temptation and salvation street. Yes, I'm standing at the crossroads. Temptation and salvation.
Temptation and salvation.
Temptation and salvation
Street.
his way home from Candletop. Been 2 weeks gone and he thought he'd stop at Webb's and have him a drink before he went home to her. Andy Wolo said hello. He said hi, what's doing? Whoa said sit down, I got some bad news that's gonna hurt. He said I'm your best friend and you know that's right, but your young bride ain't home tonight. Since you've been gone, she's been seeing that Amos boy Seth. Now he got mad and he saw red, and he said, boy, don't you lose your head, cause to tell you the truth, I've been with her myself. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Well, don't trust your soul to no backwoods Southern lawyer, cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hand. Well, Andy got scared and left the bar, walking on home cause he didn't live far. You see, Andy didn't have many friends and he just lost him one. Brother thought his wife must have left town, so he went home and finally found the only thing Daddy had left him, and that was a gun. He went off to Andy's house, slipping through the backwoods quiet as a mouse. Came upon some tracks too small for Andy to make. He looked through the screen at the back porch door, and he saw Andy lying on the floor in a puddle of blood, and he started to shake. The Georgia patrol wasn't making their rounds, so he fired a shot just to flag him down. A big-bellied sheriff grabbed his gun and said, why'd you do it? The judge said guilty on a make-believe trial, slapped the sheriff on the back with a smile and said, supper's waiting at home and I gotta get to it. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Well, don't trust your soul to no backwoods Southern lawyer, cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. Well, they hung my brother before I could say the tracks he saw while on his way to Andy's house and back that night were mine. And his cheating wife had never left town. That's one body that'll never be found. You see, little sister don't miss when she aims her gun. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Well, don't trust your soul to no backwoods Southern lawyer, cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his head. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Well, don't trust your soul to no backwoods Southern lawyer, cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands.
Myself, trying to wrap my head around how much time do I have left? How much time do I have left? People tell you time she flies, I tell you that's no joke. I've seen a half a century go by like it was smoke, and gone right up in smoke. So if you get a moment, and you better hang on. Yeah, you better own it before the moment is gone. And there's nothing as restless as the hands of time. and your friends, I guess I think that they'll be there with you until the end, right up until the end. And in a way I suppose they are if you keep them in mind, keep them in your heart as well, and they'll show up all the time. They'll show up right on time. And if you get a moment, you better hang on. Yeah, you better own it before the moment is gone. There's nothing as restless as the hands of time. Keep it all rolling down the infinite line. They keep it all rolling down the infinite line.
ACRSradio.com.
Down in Corpus Christi, always around midnight, you'll find the devil limping along 'cause his shoes is too tight. His hair's up in pigtails, his whiskers are in braids. He's talking about the promises he says God forgot he made. Oh, the way of the fallen is hard. The way of the fallen is hard. The way of the fallen is hard. Well, the devil's drinking whiskey. He asked me for a match. He lit up his Salem and said, my friends call me Scratch. You people outside mighty thinking your God's pride and joy. It's just a symbol from boxcars and put together like tinker toys. Oh, the way of the fallen is hard. The way of the fallen is hard. The way of the fallen is hard. Well, the devil's got a billy goat and he beats him marmalade. He comes from the world of the born to the world of the made. His eyes is always bloodshot. He says he don't give a damn. He's mumbling that the world at large is just an elaborate scam. Oh, the way of the fallen is hard. The way of the fallen is hard. The way of the fallen is hard. There's tears in the devil's eyes. I asked what's the matter. He said these damn religions are spreading like pancake batter. Then he took off his shoes, said perhaps I should mention I prefer to die with a bottle of wine without the comfort of religion. Oh, the way of the fallen is hard. 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 The way of the fallen is hard.
ACRSradio.com.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sewing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, cause I think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet and you're gonna regret, cause I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul. The devil opened up his case and he said, I'll start this show, and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. And he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. And then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. When the devil finished, Johnny said, well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny, does your dog bite? No child knows. The devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best as ever been. He played fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. The chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny, where your dog bite, no child knows.
Guns are black and shiny and their hot red he could feel. The bolt that flew through him as they thundered through the sky. Saw the riders coming hard, heard that mournful cry. All soaked with sweat. They're riding hard to catch that herd, but they ain't caught it yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky. All horses snorting fire as they ride on hear the cry.
ACRSradio.com